So, guys, we're going to be reviewing Jujutsu Kaisen Zero, and I believe that came out in the United States in 2021, maybe 2022, guys. So, guys, what do you think about the movie?
Diving into it, I thought so. It's kind of crazy because it's a prequel, and JJK did that kind of weird thing where they go and then they go back in time, and then they're going to reference that in the next season, which I think is cool. But as a prequel, I thought it was an awesome movie. It gave some more depth to the characters outside of the main team of three that you see in Jujutsu Kaisen. You know, Yuji, Fushiguro, and Kugasaki. So I loved that. They did rehash a little bit of information. If you've watched season one, you know that Maki doesn't have cursed energy, all that. But I thought it paralleled the story of Itadori super well. I mean, you've got these two average high school kids that just get sucked into this crazy ass world of curses. Who the hell thought that was a thing? You know, like nobody in the real world even knows there's a thing. Then all of a sudden it's like, boom, by the way, you're transferring high schools and you're going to fight giant ass demon curse things.
Yeah,
That can kill you.
right. They're out to get you. They're
Yeah,
not.
like-
They're not taking any quarter. You know what I'm saying? And so I could kind of feel with Yuta about being scared and going into that kind of world. You know, it's pretty nuts. It's pretty nuts.
But it's one of those things too where Yuta, at least like unlike Itadori, you know, Yuta had been around Rika for a while and had just decided to become a shut-in because he was terrified of what would happen to other people. But Yuta just ate a finger and was like, oh shit, by the way, I have the King of Curses inside of me. Let's get it.
Right. And he already had like that crazy physical ability. I think in like the first few episodes, they kind of show him doing like shot put and he breaks the world record and not even trying, you know, not even proper form or anything. So I could see that how that could give him a little bit more confidence going into something.
Yeah, I mean, Yuta just seemed like a shut-in little scrawny guy.
Yeah, it's like an average kid.
Me personally, I didn't even know who Yuta was before I even started watching this. Apparently, he'd made a couple appearances in the anime before, but I had no idea.
Me either, man.
Yeah,
I thought he was Fushiguro for a little bit.
Yeah,
which I am ashamed of. So I've just admitted a lot here.
I think they mention Yuta like two or three times, but they don't actually ever show him or anything like that. So
yeah, I had no idea. Like Bass was saying, I thought it was Toto for some reason, and I was like, this dude, he's gonna have like the craziest glow up ever, you know, little scrawny kid like that. Yeah, man bun over here, you know, chilling.
That man is a character all on his own, man.
Bro, I love Toto.
I mean, I didn't know who he was, but it was good seeing them offer some backstory for somebody like that, especially since it's comparable to, you know, Itadori. We also got to see, you know, Gojo, you know, backstory of him and his best friend. I don't know his name, maybe
Geto.
Yeah, Geto. But I thought it was pretty good. I thought the beginning was super slow for me since I didn't know who Yuta was, but the fight scenes and the animation towards the end, like it carried the movie for me. Mappa, always
Mappa doing Mappa things is all we gotta say, because I can't think of a studio that hits shit harder than Mappa does right now.
Not Studio Orange, by the way. Trigun
or Beastars or any of those, yeah. But no, I definitely think the diving into Gojo and Geto's background a little further was awesome, because like while Geto was in season one, they never really explained that they were best friends or anything like that. Maybe until the very end, but it really just highlighted that relationship. And I mean, Geto might be the most racist motherfucker there is, dude. If you ain't got cursed, he's at Frieza level. He's just calling everybody monkeys.
Just like him. Great mirror there. And I thought it was really cool to kind of just see where Geto had come from to where he was at the point in the movie and in the story in the main show. Because, you know, his philosophy was, and it was still based around him feeling superior to other people, but he was saying, you know, the strong should keep the weak safe. We should take care of them. And then at some point in his life, he completely flips that and thinks they don't even deserve to be alive anymore. So I thought that was really cool.
Yeah, and that's definitely something I think they're going to get into further in the Shibuya incident arc, which is actually going to be more about Gojo and Geto and before. So we're getting an arc and then a prequel, and then season 2 is a prequel for a bit.
Right.
So we're getting all over the place.
Yeah, I want to see what happened to Geto to make him flip up like that, you know. But it was always in him, which that's how most things go. I think that's good storytelling. But I want to see how he got to the point of wanting to commit genocide.
Fair enough.
Did you guys have any favorite moments from the movie?
Oh, I mean, definitely the fight with Geto and Yuta at the end was just spectacular. Going back and watching that again was absolutely top notch. I mean, Rita is a stone cold badass.
Oh yes, big
Like
time.
the fact that Yuta just out of nowhere learns to use the cursed speech. I don't know. It's like, hey, yo, give me a microphone and just explode.
Yeah.
Like, holy shit.
Right.
This guy is
Talent.
yoked with this woman,
Talent.
But then it all comes out that at the end that, Yuta is actually a descendant of the same clan as Gojo. And it's like, oh, okay, it all makes sense. They're all crazy, OP, disgustingly strong people.
Yeah.
Well, my thing is like, if he's so crazy OP like that, then why ain't we seeing more of him in JJK?
Well, so they
Where's he
kind of go.
at?
They kind of go into that. If you watch to the end of the movie, they pull a classic Marvel, and you get a little post-credit scene, which it seems like
Gotta watch out for those.
you guys didn't see it.
I might have,
Can't skip the credits these
threw away
days,
the
kids.
popcorn, bro.
Can't skip the credits these days. I am just like I'm conditioned just to sit at the movie theater until the credits are done. Like at this point, like Marvel ruined me.
So I guess I'm just socially awkward because I didn't get up because no one else got up, and that's how I ended up watching it. I was like, why is nobody getting up? I was like, oh, okay, this makes sense. Yeah.
To bring in one of my other favorite forms of media, I'm a big Sonic the Hedgehog guy, but believe me, when I saw the end of Sonic 2, I was like, I gotta sit here. We're getting somebody now. So straight up Shadow comes out, and I'm like, yes!
And the crowd goes wild.
So at this point, man, if you're watching a movie, you got to watch to the end. You got to watch to the credits roll because they just be throwing them in there willy-nilly now. That was never a thing until Marvel.
That's true.
I didn't
least not
expect it from Jujutsu Kaisen though. I was like, Crunchyroll, on Crunchyroll. I mean, we're done, Credits start rolling, turn that shit off,
Yeah, time to turn on the next show. And so to fill you in, Tyler,
let me know, bro.
So Yuta is actually in Africa training with Miguel, and that kind of ties into my favorite moment from the movie is Miguel getting boxed the fuck up.
I don't even know who Miguel is. So
he was,
he was the black guy with the whip,
spirit whip, the cursed energy whip.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's who that is. I don't know, why he's training with him specifically, but that's what they're doing right now. But yeah, I really loved. I hate to see my African brother get his ass whooped like that, but man. Gojo was putting the pieces on him.
I was gonna say it's Gojo, dude. You cannot root for that guy.
Right. He's a run on sight kind of dude. You can't fight him. What you doing, Miguel? Miguel thought he was him.
I think he was like, bro, I got enough energy to last 10 minutes or something like that. And Gojo was just like, I could literally just whop him in 2 seconds.
He said, psych.
Yeah, I mean, I thought it was pretty good. Me personally, I would give it a 7 out of 10. I don't know about y'all.
Yeah, I mean, I was leaning a little. I really enjoyed Jujutsu Kaisen, so I give it an 8.5 out of 10.
Okay.
And I was gonna say, I think if it was longer and there was more substance in the backstories, like say if they took it to like another half an hour or something, like that could be a 10 out of 10 movie if they fleshed out the story a little more. Like,
I think so.
It was awesome. 100% awesome. If you haven't watched it yet, I highly recommend.
I had it in about an 8 until the end when Rita and Yuta started getting a little lovey-dovey. I was cringing for like 5 minutes, man. The movie was really good. I loved it, but it was kind of nuts. It got a little nuts there for a second for me.
I think somebody asked what their favorite part was.
Yeah,
that was my favorite part.
And as you can clearly see, we have two opposite sides of the spectrum with these folks, and I just got to wrangle them in.
Yes, like we said at the beginning, I'm here for boxing. I'm here for the fights.
He's here for boxing, and Tyler's here for tears.
Yes.